Hi everyone, this is Mithun. Today we are going to learn about in AWS security management how to set up IAM user in AWS and how we can actually try login with a new user. So the first step is login to your AWS console as a root user and then type IAM. So you would see that IAM options is available. Just click and open IAM. So here I'm trying to open my IAM management console. IAM is nothing but where you are going to create your access management. So in access management, there's identity and access management. You have on the left side, we have access management tab. We have options user group and user, roles, policies, and identity providers and account settings. We are going to click on users. So once we click on user, we have a button on the right top corner, add user. So click on add user. So once the add user is done, so you can actually type in a name. So I'm giving a name as affordable web app, and I need an AWS management console option. So I'm going to select provide the console option and then specify user identity center recommended. I want to create an IAM user. So we have to select an IAM user and auto generate password. So it is preferable to give an auto generate password rather than providing a custom password. So if you have a custom password, you can select that. It should be 8 alphanumeric character. So I'm using this option, and then we have user must create a new password at next sign in recommended. So this needs to be checked in any circumstances if you're creating an new user account, so that when the person try to log in at the first time, there is a possibility or you have an option to change the password at the first login. Sometimes this auto-generated password can be encrypted and someone can access it, but once the time then that he's logged in, then he is able to create a new password. It's a specific password for him. So I'm going to select next. We have permission options. So add to your user group, copy permissions, or attach policy directly. So since we are creating a user at the first time, so I'm going to give an attach policy directly. And here the permission policies, we have inbuilt policies, which is created by AWS. That is around 1113 policies right now, which has been created by AWS. So I'm going to give an option here. I want to give an user only access to AWS S3 bucket. So Amazon S3. So you have options here. When you type Amazon S3, Amazon S3 full access, you have Lambda, you have read-only option. So there are inbuilt policies which has been created by the Amazon services. So right now I'm using Amazon full access, so I'm going to select this option and then click on next. So once we have selected Amazon full access and then create user, so we'll just wait for. All right, so the console sign-in details is ready. You can actually send it to the customer through email, and username is available here, and you can actually show the password. So I'm not doing it right now. I'll say that download it to my computer as a .csv file, and I'm going to copy this particular link, open another web browser. So I'm using another web browser here. So let me paste that option and enter. So it's actually trying to log in to an Amazon Web Services. So let's wait for a minute. Okay, you would see that sign in IAM user account ID, which is an automated account ID which has been generated, and the username is, so I'm going to copy this username here, paste the username, and also I'm going to copy my console password, and then I say paste the password here and try to sign in. Okay, so we have set up an option here, that is the person, when you try to log in to AWS console the first time as a new user, he would have to type the old password, create a new password. So I'm going to give a new password here, and I'm going to retype the new password, confirm for the change. So I'm never save my password here on my computer. Now that we have logged into our AWS account, you would see that the login was done, and the username which has been created. So that username ID, account ID is being updated here, and IAM user is affordable web app. So based on the organization, it will show up, and will also show up the region that you want to work with. So I'm selecting AWS Mumbai region. So it depends on you. So the privilege that been given to you, and let's go ahead and check if you're able to see S3 bucket. So if I type S3 here, and then I have an option here, so let me just click on S3. We are going to get into the S3 page here, the bucket page. All right, so I would see all my S3 buckets which has been created by me, and it's around total size of, it has been updated, all this information, and I can go ahead and create S3 bucket here. Suppose, since we have given full access to S3, now I'm going to create a check for if I can go to EC2 and see if I'm able to do some application, because this particular user has been given only access to S3 bucket, and we have not given access to EC2 instance. So when I open my dashboard here, I would see that now it's checking for API errors. So you would see that this particular user is not provided with EC2 account access. That's the reason why you would see all the errors popping up here, and you will not be able to do any operation on EC2. I hope you are able to understand what we are trying to say. So what we have learned today is how we can actually create an AWS security management, that is in AWS security management, how to set up an IAM user in AWS. So the same way, how we can actually go ahead and creation has been updated. So let's say we have created this account and they don't need, I mean, the purpose is over, so we need to delete that particular user. So you have to come down to user, select affordable web app, so that has been updated, highlighted here, and you have an option to delete. So when you click on delete, you can just need to type in the name here. So you have an option coming up here, delete. Just click on delete, and then you would see that that user has been deleted from your account. So now you will not be, when you just go ahead and refresh, let's see what happens. The user has been deleted completely. I hope then you will not be okay. Let's go back to the previous screen here. Okay, so you will not have any access to your Amazon instances or your complete user information would be deleted from your account, and it has been updated now, so you would no more have the access on your AWS console. So we have set up a IAM user, and we also learned how to delete an IAM user from AWS account. I hope you're able to understand this particular session. If you have any questions, you can just ask me or write your comments, and we will be ready to answer those questions. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.